since I got to Scotland, like from I would say the very first week or the second week, thereabouts, that I changed my location on LinkedIn, recruiters started reaching out. But then once they hear that I'm on student visa, even for a part-time job, they don't want to recruit students, And the conversation would have gone well. I would have told them what I can do, and they would be happy, like, yeah, this is what we need. But once they hear your visa status, they'll just be like, no, maybe when you change your visa, that any African or new immigrants, I think that would be the best word, that comes into a foreign country would have to do menial job, for not really for survive as a survival means, but that's what they get to do. They wouldn't be able to continue in their profession, like they're just stuck with menial jobs, and that's what they keep doing for life. I had the determination of continue in my profession from Nigeria, and not even, like starting from the roots, like starting afresh. I want to bring in my experience from back home to, support to the success of any organization I work with, right? So I couldn't get any, right? And yeah, I was still at that time I was still working with my company in back home in Nigeria because they allow remote work. Then I also got many job alongside just to support the family. Then I reached out to some CEOs that are in the industry, in the same industry that I was coming from, right? And just one of them replied. And the one that replied said, the company folded up. Though I didn't say that before I reached out, but I should reach out to Jane, so he gave me Jane's email address. I sent her an email that, you know, even if based on what I've experienced, reaching out to recruiters and recruiters reaching out to me, but they not progressing because I'm on student visa. Part of my email to Jane was, even if I could get a volunteer work in my line of profession, because some recruiters would get back and say, you don't have UK experience, then you can't. We are looking for someone that actually has UK experience, right? So part of my email to her was, this and this is what I can do. These are my past achievements, and even if I can't get a part-time job, because as a student you can only do 20 hours work per week, that even if I can't get that, then I'm willing to volunteer, just to contribute to the success of whichever organization that recruits me. I was so happy when Jane responded. I was like, yes, yes, that worked. And then we had a meeting. My first meeting with Jane, it was like an introductory call. I told her, my past experiences, what I've done, my past achievements as well. And yeah, so, she started sending me opportunities. Uh, then, Scotland Bravest Manufacturing came through. And I think, what AI does, what Jane does, solve the problem of should I say, a professional recruitment agency, right? Because as a recruitment agency, you make the recruitment process, easier for your candidate, because first you've done your homework, you know what your candidate can do, you know what your candidate can achieve, which Jane had already done. So Jane already sold me, to Scotland Bravest. And then not that, that skipped any of the interview processes or, screening processes for Scotland Bravest. But however, I feel Jane had already done her homework, right? And then the interview process, the hiring process with Scotland Bravest was, I would say, smart. Yeah, it does. And, I got another offer yesterday, so making three in just 2 months in Canada. And I was speaking with a friend, who said, I probably got those offers, within two months in Canada because I have UK experience, right? So if I was doing a manual job, that experience wouldn't have counted for me here in Canada because there are lots of other people still looking out, right? But I believe that, that experience really counted for me. And, even today as International Women's Day, I'm proud to say, yes, I'm celebrating the International Women's Day because I have, I've had UK experience and yet now, I have the opportunity to work in Canada. So yes, I would say that that has, helped me, I would say, bridge a gap, you know, in the international workspace.